What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully everyone is having a good start to their day. So for this trailer review reaction, we are taking a look at the recently dropped trailer for Ed Kemper, true crime horror from the writer of Ted Bundy and Ed Gein. Now, it's been a while since we've seen a film around one of these individuals deemed serial killers. We've seen several TV series, documentaries across various streaming platforms. Netflix probably being one of the biggest of the bunch that have released several documentaries and TV series around serial killers from the late 60s, 70s, and 80s. And now we're getting, which is a bit surprising because again, we haven't seen very many films being released around these individuals. One of the last ones I can remember seeing was Zodiac, which I thought was phenomenal. But again, it's just not something you typically see. Now, we do know we are getting the TV series coming from the streaming platform Peacock around Happy Face with Dennis Quaid, which hasn't started yet. I believe it's going to be starting in roughly a month, a little bit less than a month. So we're going to be doing a review and reaction of each episode once that releases. Well, I thought this was interesting to see because I don't think many people know of Ed Kemper. I think many people know more of, again, like Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, Zodiac, those sorts of individuals whose reign of terror. I'm not saying we're more public and more media driven than Ed Kemper, but again, I just don't think Ed Kemper is as known as being a serial killer as those other individuals. So again, but still surprised to see that we're getting a trailer for this. So we're going to take a look at the article details, then we're going to watch the trailer. So in the early 2000s, Stephen Johnston penned a series of indie horror movies chronicling the true crimes of serial killers, including Ed Gein, Ted Bundy, The Hillside Strangler, and Starkweather. Johnston returns to familiar territory with Ed Kemper, which he co-wrote with director Chad Farron. The film tells the chilling true story of Edmund Kemper, a manipulative serial killer known as the Co-Ed Killer, whose charm hid a dark obsession with murder, revenge, and his tormented past. Brandon Kirk stars as Kemper, who murdered his grandparents at age 15 and after being paroled for the crime, killed 8 women, including his mother, between 1972 and 1973. Then we have here the cast of who's going to be in this film, and we see here it's not getting a theatrical release. It is going straight to digital and VOD on April 8th from Dread. So that's roughly, not even less than a month. It's a little less than a month, so about 3.5 weeks. Then we have a little bit more information here. We have the trailer, which we're going to watch right now, and then it looks like we have a poster for this pretty eerie poster. And almost in a way, if you were to think that this person would have makeup on, it looks a little bit like Michael Keaton. It's not Michael Keaton, but it almost looks a little bit like him, especially in the eyes. So so let's go back to the top of this article, and then we're going to pull up the trailer and see how this one compares to some of the other TV series and, of course, Zodiac that we've seen in the past.
Hello, Santa Cruz Police Department.
Malone speaking. I'm all finished now.
Hello?
Anybody there?
There's sunshine in this endless jungle.
And this apparently was a grisly pattern set in the death of a girl whose body parts were found scattered from here in Santa Cruz to all over the state.
Hey there! Kind of out here all by yourself, aren't you? I don't want to scare you or anything, but some pretty horrible things have been happening. I don't like the idea of leaving you out here like this.
There's something seriously wrong with him. I feel guilty as his mother, but he's just not right.
Hey, Ma. I hope you're happy now. I killed Grandma and Grandpa. To grow and develop as human beings, we must embrace and study what we've done.
You're special. One day, your ma and the whole world will know that.
What are those?
Oh, just some pictures. Just me and some friends.
You got friends.
The hell, Mom?
What are you doing in there?
Sleeping. All I want is for you to be proud of me. Bye now. Don't forget me.
So yeah, I can see where. I mean, you can definitely, it has that indie feel to it, right? So you can just tell by how it's filmed. Just and I don't want to say low budget, mid budget, but you can just tell from a budgetary perspective, it is an indie film. It doesn't, and the way it's filmed, it doesn't feel like I'm in the 70s. Like we've seen some films, like The Blind Beggar, that's going to be coming out that we know takes place in the 70s as well. And when you watch that trailer, it has the look and feel as if you are in the 70s, almost as if the film came from the 1970s. This one doesn't have that same look and feel. Obviously, their clothes, the cars they're driving, things of that nature are obviously very 70s themed and driven. But the way the film looks doesn't feel like I'm in the 70s, which I think that's a bit of a miss there. I think the individual who is casted as Ed Kemper definitely hits it on the mark as far as the eeriness, the creepiness, the psychotic aspect of the character he's playing. He definitely brings that through, and his name is Brandon Kirk. So I don't know Brandon Kirk's work. I haven't really seen him in anything else, and his name doesn't sound familiar. But again, as we saw him going through that trailer, we're obviously going to get some flashbacks of when he's a very young boy, and then we obviously get the flashback of when he killed his grandparents. But then it seemed like when we got about to the middle of the trailer, we saw him in various sequences screaming as if he's having a psychotic break. And then I'm wondering if either that's before or after he commits one of his crimes. If it's after, where he's feeling this sense of guilt, or if it's before, where he's in this rage and he needs to go commit one of these crimes. You can definitely see, like I think we've heard about with most of these serial killers, again through various documentaries, as far as the relationship between them and their mother. We can see whatever relationship is there, he's still living with his mother even at the age that he's currently at, that's being set in this film. Now it doesn't appear, we saw I think one scene where he had blood on his hands when he was taking a picture, but beyond that, we saw him with a couple of the bodies. We saw him dragging one out of the car. There was no blood. We saw what appeared like he was trying to either dislocate or do something with one of their arms, and what appeared to be in the bathtub. Again, no blood. So it doesn't appear that this is going to be any gore or any blood. I mean, I'm not expecting a full-out horror gore fest. I'm not expecting that. But you would think if you're killing people, there's going to be some level of blood. But unless they, again, keep it somewhat mysterious like they did with Zodiac, which I'm not trying to fully compare this to Zodiac. Zodiac was a full studio release, full budget. But even in that film, there was very minor blood. So unless they're trying to leave some of that to the mystery of, they're being retired, so to speak, killed. But we don't necessarily need to see all the blood splatters and all that stuff happening. And again, not really seeing how he's doing it. He could be suffocating them. He could be drugging them and then killing them. We don't know as far as from this trailer. Again, this comes out on April 8th, and it's only coming to digital VOD. So I'll give this a rent. I'll probably rent this one. Won't purchase this one outright because I don't feel it's going to, for me, it won't warrant the full purchase price. I mean, if it's a cheap purchase price, I'll probably do it if it's pretty much the same as the rental. But otherwise, I'll give it a rental on April 8th, do a full spoiler review, and come back to you all with my thoughts on the final film. But drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think about the upcoming digital and VOD release for Ed Kemper. Again, it comes out on April 8th. Also, if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we will see you at the next one. Peace.